We're a week away from the deadline, but this is what the left does. The Black Lives Matter, which is a truly dangerous organization to liberty and indeed to human life, I believe, is a hero of the left. They have been given $100 million by left-wing organizations, by either the Ford Foundation or another one. I mean, even so-called mainstream. So the university reflects the left's suppression of free speech and of freedom generally. And why do they do it? Because they can't win on the merits of argument.
You mentioned in this speech that you made during last week, I think, or maybe a few weeks ago actually, to the Conservative College Students Action Summit, this distinction between leftism and liberals. And I thought that was a really interesting point. Do you mind going through that again for our listeners?
Well, freedom of speech is one perfect example of a left-liberal difference. The most dramatic is race. Many American campuses have a black dormitory, all black dorm. You have to be black to live in that dormitory. This is the antithesis of liberalism, which believed in racial integration, which believed that race, the ideal is to be colorblind. The left is the antithesis of colorblind. The left is the most race-honoring ideology since the Nazis. Now, I'm not comparing them to the Nazis. They're not building concentration camps or gas chambers. I know that. But in terms of race, the last big ideology to honor race were the Nazis. And now the left. They honor race. There is a list. People can follow my tweets and they can get this list. I actually put it out in a tweet last week. University of California has put out a list of what are called microaggressions. Statements people make that they may not think are racist, but really are. Here is an example. If someone says, I only believe in one race, the human race, that is a microaggression. On the left, to say there's only one race, the human race, what is a beautiful concept. It's a beautiful liberal concept and conservative one that is now considered racist. That's a classic liberal left difference. It's embodied in a man who I'm sure is known to some Australians, Alan Dershowitz, professor of law at Harvard University, lifelong Democrat, lifelong Hillary Clinton supporter, well, not lifelong, but as long as she's been in politics, and liberal. And he said, and it will be in the film that Adam Carolla and I are putting out, called No Safe Spaces, he said, so you will see it, but I play it on my radio show, which, by the way, anyone in Australia can hear if they just listen to the app. You don't want to hear it live. It's 3 a.m.
You got up for that this morning, didn't you?
I did indeed, yes.
That's commitment.
It was commitment, and I kept saying it to my audience. God, am I committed to you? And he said, I'm a lifelong liberal Democrat. My enemy is the left, not the conservative, not the right. Liberals do not understand that the enemy of liberalism is not conservatism. The enemy of liberalism is leftism.
I think that's actually